great day.
And what brings you in today?
What doesn't bring me in today? So lately, not lately, but I've been having some serious issues with my body. I've always been like a really insecure woman, always, since I can remember. Um, Probably after I gave birth to my daughter, I ended up gaining like 50 pounds after, and I'm sorry, just gained a lot of weight. And it was hard for me because I was always pretty small. I weighed like 120 pounds before I had her, and I was never able to really get off the weight and stuff like that, and it just kind of spiraled over the years. And then, I was in some pretty shitty relationships, so that didn't help either. And just throughout the years, I just never really felt attractive or beautiful. And it wasn't even, and then it just got worse and worse, and then it got to the point where I felt like everyone would be staring at me, like thinking, why does she have that on? Or, oh wow, she looks disgusting. Or, like, if I'd stand in the mirror for hours looking like, oh my god, you can see that fat roll. Or when I lift up my arm, and then I just like, I'm so hyper aware of those things. And then I go out in public and I just feel like everyone's like focusing on those things. And like, that's just how I think in my head. Like, I don't want to walk in front of people. I always let people go before me because I don't want to walk in front of them, because I don't want them to think like, oh, she's fat, or oh, I can see her fat roll, or oh my god, she looks disgusting in that outfit. And it got so bad, like, I wouldn't take pictures, full body pictures with my daughter for years. There was probably like a good 8, 9 years where it was just like face shots, no body pictures. I would like freak out on anyone that would even try to like take a picture of me, like without me being like aware or paying attention, like. And like even now, it's just like things got so bad. Like, if I sit on couches, usually I will take and I will put a pillow in front of me and cover myself. I will, this is a perfect example. Like, I use clothing to make me feel safer, more comfortable. Like, tying this around my waist is not just like, I just don't have it on just for no reason. Like, it makes me feel better. Like, I'm not so exposed to other people, so it just kind of makes me feel more comfortable. And things just got so bad over the years, and I don't really like, and I will eat right, and I will, exercise, and I'll get healthy, and I'll lose the weight. But I realize that that doesn't fix anything either, because I still see, like, right now, I was 36 pounds heavier than what I am right now, so I've been like losing weight and being active and trying to get better, but I still see the same person, almost 40 pounds, prior to that. When I look in the mirror, I still will go shopping, and I'll pick out clothes, say, I don't know, like a smaller size. I'm like, that's not going to fit me. Like, why are you doing? Then I'll go and I'll try it on, and then I'll literally convince myself, like, the sizing must be messed up. Like, there's no way that this is the size that I'm wearing now. Like, and then I just, like, make things up in my head. Like, no, that can't be real. No, but, or I'll still have that mentality where I'll buy, like, the bigger clothes, and then I'll go home and be like, why the hell did you buy this? This isn't pretty fit you. But I'll be like, maybe it was just, again, like, the sizing must be wrong, or blah, blah, blah. And, like, people will tell me, like, oh, you look so good since you, lost weight. And I think, in my head, I'm like, no, I don't. Like, stop. I still look fucking awful. Like, there's no way that I look good still. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to swear. I'm like, no, what are you talking about? Like, I can't take compliments. Compliments make me so uncomfortable, because I feel like people are just saying them out of pity. Like, I literally can't see myself the way that other people tell me that they see me. Like, they're like, oh, you're so pretty, or you're so this, or you're so that, or you look so great. And it literally makes my skin crawl. Like, stop lying to me. Like, you're just treating me, you know what I mean? Like, you're just lying so I can feel better, because you know that I'm really insecure. But it's like, I know women have regular insecurities, but like, mine are so deep that, like, I perseverate on these things when I'm out in public. Like, I can't stop thinking. I can't stop fixing my shirt, or going to the bathroom to adjust myself, looking in the mirror constantly, constantly. And then, like, if people stare at me too long, I'm thinking, like, oh my god, they probably see my fat roll, and, like, now they're staring at that, they must think I'm disgusting, and it's just, like, constantly thinking of, like, it literally consumes me. I freaking stare in the mirror for, like, literally an hour before I even go anywhere. And then I'm so uncomfortable every time. Like, whenever, my friends are pretty attractive, and they're all pretty fit, and so it, even that makes me feel, like, super insecure too. Like, being around them makes me feel super insecure, and it's so unfair because it's not their fault. You know what I mean? They can't be faulted for the way that I feel about myself. But it's just like, then I'm sitting there like, oh my god, like, you're the fat ugly friend, you know, you're the disgusting one in the group. Like, people must look at you like, why are you with that group? Like, that you don't belong with them. And it's just, it's awful. And, like, I was in a relationship that, you know, he never really, not that you should, not that someone should be the main source to contribute to your self-esteem, but, like, he definitely decreased it. He never told me things like, oh, you're beautiful. I would dress up, you know, and I would feel good about myself for, like, a brief moment. And, you know, I'd walk in the room, and he would just, like, walk past me, like, and I'd be like, oh, you look handsome. And he'd be like, oh, thank you. Like, never, that energy was never reciprocated. But he would idolize, you know, so many other women that didn't look like me. So I would think, like, he must think that I'm ugly and unattractive, because the women that he idolizes, we do not look alike. He never tells me that he thinks that I'm beautiful or attractive, so how could he love me if I look like this, type deal. So that never helped. And I would tell him, like, I'm insecure, I have issues, and he would just think, like, so do something about it. Like, I am trying to do something about it, but it's just not that easy. You can't. But I just realized that it's not the number on the scale anymore, because whether I lose 40 pounds, 50 pounds, 60 pounds, I still feel the same way. I still see that other person in the mirror whenever I look. And it's so hard because now I'm raising a daughter. I do feel like I've done really well on, I don't tear my body down in front of her. I don't do any of that stuff, because I grew up in a household where my mom never loved her body, never embraced herself. Like, she shredded herself, you know, like, and I definitely know that I took to a lot of those behaviors, so I don't do that in front of my daughter. She's a very confident child. But I definitely always tell her, like, you know, we don't use the words fat or skinny either. It's just healthy. You're healthy, you're strong, you're fit. You know, we don't pride ourselves so much on appearance. Like, I don't want her to think like that's the end all be all. But it's really made her a very confident, you know, kid too. Like, she's comfortable with her body, she's comfortable with her appearance. So I'm happy that I was able to. I don't want to pass my shit on to her. You know, I don't want to pass these insecurities. My mother passed them on to me, and then they manifested into something so much greater. I don't want to pass all my stuff, and I feel like that's so important as a parent. Like,